But in general, just to pinpoint something that I think is fundamentally wrong in our game right now, that we are making things too complicated in situations. The openings are fine, the standard setups are fine, team play is there, it could be improved, but in general, in like 4-on-4, 3-on-3s, we are just trying to make it way too complicated, whereas we should simplify things.
And that's interesting that you say that, Khan, because it's actually something that it seems like a lot of other teams have gone through a similar experience of realizing that, oh, we're trying too much. Like, you know, Titan in the very games, they did the same thing. They said, all right, we've been too tight on our strategies. Now let's try and do a little bit looser. Yeah. We'll see if it's going to be today. The knife round already being won by Fnatic. They're going to be able to choose what side they want to start on. And they want to start on the terrorist side, which is interesting. They're going to be playing the Danish team Dignitas. So welcome to the show, everyone. Here, this is the FACEIT Spring League. And I'm Anders. With me is Khan, of course, the Chief Gaming Officer for Fnatic.
That's right.
Yeah. We'll see how it's going to go here. I mean, I'm actually not even worried for Fnatic. You know, even though they've been playing a little bit worse lately, I see that as like an investment into the future. So I'm pretty cool. But I think it will be a tough match against Dignitas here today. Starting off on this side, JW already putting some shots down the middle, trying to do some damage, and Dignitas going forward with a pretty standard setup, in fact.
Standard, despite the fact that they wasted, in this case at least, the grenades in the long haul, but...
Oh, but this is a great opening. Flusher with the kill. AC, though, does take down Schneider. And that's also worth noticing. AC is a stand-in here instead of Nico, it seems like. So maybe a little bit of a shame for Dignitas. But now the bomb side is being taken control over by Fnatic. The bomb is going to go down, and it's a 3-on-4 retake. Not easy for Dignitas at all. Fetish pushing up very aggressively and going to get taken down by Pronax. So this is looking great for the Swedes right now. Flusher already has a double kill. What can they do here, Dignitas?
Pray, pretty much. I mean, it's more or less an unwinnable situation Dignitas are in at this point. Some crazy forced pistol headshots maybe could change it up, but Flusher gets his first frag here now, so leaving Sipnix completely by himself.
That's going to be it. Devilwalk with the final kill, and actually that's Flusher with the triple kills. Very nicely done. Seems like Flusher is a player that Fnatic can very often go to if they need something really done.
Mm-hmm. And so the initial pressure that Dignitas tried to put on long didn't really pay off at all. In fact, it was counterproductive in the sense that they were, on the other side of the map where the action happened. So they had a very long rotation path ahead of them. And no grenades as well for the retake in B. So, well, I mean, just like looking at it objectively here, I don't see why they were wasting all the grenades they did on long. But maybe they had an idea how Fnatic would play that round. But it didn't work out this time around.
Yeah, that could actually be a really good, reasonable explanation, I think. It's just that they maybe, yeah, you're right. They've been practicing against them and they thought maybe they're going to go for this kind of push. But it ended up working against them, and that's how it goes sometimes. Now pushing into this bomb site, AC already taken damage. A good headshot, and JW also going to pick up a kill, leaving Device and Sipnix alone. They do get some good kill, and Devilwalk's actually on 1 HP. He maybe should be dead.
Oh, they get the weapon up as well. Oh, wow.
Oh, but he couldn't click the button. It seems like he should have got the kill there. But no, it will be Fnatic picking up a second round. Only losing Flusher is a pretty good, it's a pretty sweet deal for them, actually. And no money, obviously, for Dignitas to buy anything so far. So, I don't know. What do you think? What do you think if they can do once? Not in this round, maybe Dignitas, but in the next round. What do you see the Danish team doing?
Well, they probably need to get an AWP up, but I'm wondering who should be the carrier of that. Right now, did you say they're having a standing, right?
Yeah, Nico would be the go-to AWP maybe.
Right.
So it could be Device.
Certainly. But yeah, honestly though, first weapon round, the anticipation you need to have as CT is that the opponents being boosted by 3-0, winning the pistol round, they're just going to play it standard basically. So you need to kind of counter that as much as possible.
Let's see how this goes. JW is already kind of low on health, and Dignitas, look at the setup they have on short here with a lot of people being 3 people on short, in fact. So I think the Danish team is hoping that maybe there was going to be some action there.
And this also shows us a completely, a great showcase in the differences of Counter-Strike styles between, like, the Poles earlier. We saw they had several eco rounds, but they were just spread out across the map. Whereas the Danes here being very structured, that actually helps them get the first frag here. Maybe the second even.
Oh, nicely done by Pronax. Not losing any sort of composure there, taking down Fetish, and he's going to keep going. Flusher helping out. Gonna pick up the 1 kill there. AC with the return, and that's pretty much all it's gonna be. So Devilwalk and Pronax go down, but Fnatic, they survived the round, and now we're into that 4th round. AWP, who said is gonna be device picking one up immediately, but there isn't one for Fnatic, in fact.
No, they don't necessarily need to go for that. They can try to maintain a decent money situation here, and just hoping that the AK-47s will lead the way to victory here. It seems like going to be action along.
Oh, and Schneider gets the opening kill. Device, I think he did to get a leg shot. Actually, maybe he got 2 shots on them there, but nobody has died, and now they fall back a little bit. They're not even going to try to keep that place. They're just going to, they don't even want to take the pit. They're just pushing out, then falling back.
Mm-hmm. And what's going to be interesting to see now, Anders, is whether Fnatic is going to simplify their game style rather than always trying to complicate things in these situations. Now being up 5-4, does to a T-sided map.
Yeah.
The strategy here in my book should be to stick together as much as possible. Maybe 4 goes long here.
Yeah, they do. Device catches them out, though. That's a good kill. 2nd kill picked up here from the Danish Orper. They're going to be running through the smoke, and some great flashes means he can't see a thing, but it still is pretty good for Dignitas here. 2-on-3, no bomb plant yet. And it's on Flusher and Devilwalk. We'll see if they can get the bomb down, then there's actually a really good chance for Fnatic to do this. And with Flusher still alive, you can never really count them out. Like, Flusher is one of the greatest clutch players there is in the game right now. So we'll see how this is going to go. He gets the 1, he goes down. Now it's on Devilwalk. 1-on-2, doesn't get the spray down. And instead, Sipnix will pick up a triple kill. But
quite surprised from Flusher's decision there after he got the 1st kill from on CT base. He should have just tried to back off, and together with Devilwalk, right, who planted the bomb, just try to win as much time and positioning as possible. Oh well, still, bomb got planted, extra cash in the bank, and if Dignitas lose this round, they are forced into an eco round, so a very important round here coming up, round number 5.
At least Fnatic did get, the bomb plant at least means they get the $800 bonus, so that can help them down the road, but obviously winning the round is a little bit sweeter. And
I think decision-making wise from Pronax and Fnatic here was alright, considering they stuck together after the entry frag, but they got caught in the middle of long by the sniper here, Device, who got 2 really huge kills for his team, and enabled them to win the very first weapon round. Looking at quite of a standard round here.
It doesn't seem like they're trying anything sort of really out of the ordinary, but then they do have a lot of time left, and maybe... I mean, with this kind of position from Devilwalk, it's pretty obvious he's waiting to see if anyone from Dignitas is going to be aggressive.
Yeah, and what they're trying to do now is obviously to win territory, opening up the map for them, and hopefully also wasting a few flashbangs and smoke grenades from Danes, which is going to make it easier when the attack strikes, which is happening just now.
There's Device again. Last round he did a lot of damage. This time he's already got the 1 kill, but that's a nice headshot from JW. Going to be taking 1 down now. Sipnix flashing his way in. He's got to buy time and stay alive here. If he goes down, then that's an easy plant for Fnatic. They come up and they do take him down. Schneider with the spray. Now Dupree and AC left, and I think he just stole a rifle then. It's a 3-on-2 in favor of Fnatic, and Schneider gets another kill. And there's Devilwalk. So that's a good round from Fnatic. That push on so short really worked well. And that was simple. I mean, that was not too complicated, was it?
Well, we don't really have the statistical material to say like, this is the new Fnatic, this is going to work in every single match and round, but certainly very standard play style that worked out this time around. Simply due to the fact that Device this time wasn't able to get more than 1 frag, and the bomb spot got attacked and overtaken by the Fnatic players, and eventually the bomb got planted as well. We didn't see that on our POV here, but Devilwalk did a phenomenal job on long, stalling the rotation player, and not only that, killing him eventually.
This time it looks like Fnatic have actually figured out the right bomb site. AC is pretty much the only one defending here. And again, Dignitas were putting a lot of people on short, just hoping that maybe it was going to be the sweetest time to go there, but rifles against pistols, and it's no problem at all here for Fnatic just getting and get the bomb down.
Yeah, Sipnix and his teammates are trying their best to get some frags off, because they need them a lot. Wow, nice headshot from Devilwalk there.
That is always like a feel-good moment when that AK comes into play, even just against pistols. It's still kind of nice. And they're going to be... I mean, not only do they win the round, but they survive with every single member alive. So that also is, that's pretty cool for later on.
Somewhat of a force buy from Dignitas here in the 7th round. We do, however, find an AWP at device inventory here. It's going to be huge, and this time around it goes through the middle. I like that decision making. They need to rotate with the sniper.
Oh, but over on long, where Device isn't anymore, they're going to be taking down FACEIT here, who's the Danish in-game leader. This is a really nice early kill for them, and the big problem for Device is that actually he's only got the AWP and no body armor or anything. So one shot here, and he could lose his whole aim. The aim punch effect is really terrible to play with. What are they doing?
A little bit surprised that Flusha went into B and died there in an advantage they had.
Sivnich coming through the smoke as well. Dupree now the only one defending inside, and they're coming from a lot of different angles. Actually, Device jumps, gets the kill. He's going to be alone. He gets one right through the box, and nicely done. A double kill. Quickly switches for an AK, but now he's got to get up close. Devil puts down the bomb, so now actually he pretty has the advantage here. He's got the armor as well.
And no kit. But yeah, Device is definitely on fire. 2 huge kills here.
But he's wasting a lot of time. Devilwalk is in the back here, and this is time the Device could have used. He's going to be walking in, and Devilwalk has the right timing for it and gets the double kill. So this is much better than what we've seen from Fnatic in the past few days here. 6-1. Dignitas, I mean, they could have maybe won that round, but it looked like Fnatic had a lot of control.
No, totally. Strong decision making from them. It was very close though that Dignitas were able to seal that round, because it was a lot of stuff that happened in the middle there. They just didn't have the luck on their side that time around. It's just a bit unfortunate though that Fnatic is like only able to show this kind of game this late in the season, being last in the group without any chance whatsoever, I think, to make it into the playoffs. Whereas I think the Dignitas players are obviously very keen to win this map in order to get a better seed going into the very important playoffs here, where I think we have $20,000 on stake.
Yeah, it's a lot of money here for an online tournament. There's no doubt about that. So I mean, DreamHack Winter is what, $30,000. So this is very close, and that's worth taking into account at this point. Double kill for Devilwalk here, but actually this eco round from Dignitas is working out quite well for them. They're doing a lot of damage here to this Ruby side, and another kill comes in from AC, which leaves Devilwalk alone with very little time. I mean, is there any way that you can play this more safely or better than any other way? I mean, he's got to hope for some good shots, I guess.
To say the least. Smoke grenade can help him at this point, but I don't know. We're looking at 2 Dignitas players with 100 health, so... And as soon as they're going to hear the bomb is planted, they're just going to attack here now. Yeah. So it's basically like 2 bullets, 2 hits. I'm sorry, 2 bullets, 2 kills. That's the only thing that could have saved Devilwalk there.
Unfortunate, but nice play from Dignitas. This is a really good round for them. Very important round for the Danish team. And they do steal 2 AKs as well, so... Yeah, they put a big dent in Fnatic's economy. They get a little bit of boost to their own. And now we're looking at a 6-2 scoreline here. And got to remember as well, Dignitas are on the less favored side. So it's still a lot of work for Fnatic.
And if I were Device and Dignitas right now, I would try to get him up on Catwalk, aggressive, to take an early peek. He's been long, he's been middle now. He's going middle again, though. Yeah, obviously a standard move. Sometimes here now, when you win a surprising round, it's actually good to capitalize on that and go aggressive the next round.
Oh, but look at a Fnatic talking about aggression so quickly out the middle, and that actually catches Dupree off guard, and I can understand why. That's very unusual, way quicker than you normally do it here. Almost takes down teammate in the middle, and Devilwalk, they're going to get surprised from behind. The bomb is dropped. Sipnik's going to pick up a double kill, and it turns around right in the middle of the round. Now it's back to a 2-on-2. Sipnik is going to go for the spray, but it won't work out this time, and it's on Fetish here.
That wasn't a very sexy duel between Sipnik and Snyder. No. Like more bullets than we would waste at each other, Anders, I think.
Just maybe. It definitely looked a little... And that whole round was actually just very brutal, but it will be still the terrorist side coming out on top with a good headshot from Flusher at the end. It looked like Fnatic just had the round when they did that really aggressive push, but then Sipnik's... he was just seconds away from stealing the whole thing away.
Oh, yeah. Smart move from him there, dropping down middle. But eventually he saw himself defeated by Snyder that, yeah, had a little bit more luck on his side when it came to the AK-47 spray. So another eco round. Fnatic is most likely going to seal 8 rounds here. in the first half of this one map decider.
That's a good. I mean, how many rounds do you think they need Fnatic at this point? 7. I mean, is that enough for the Terror side, or do they want more?
If you just deduct how emotionally upset you would be if you lose 8 rounds, Fnatic, yes, 7 rounds is playable when you CT, but having a Dignitas picking up like 6-7 rounds in a row and then switching to Terrors, yes, that would be really tough for Fnatic. With that being said, they need more rounds. Fnatic need more rounds.
All right. Well, AC's in a cool position here with the Deagle, but 1 HP is just not very much. They're going to be peeking right in, and he lets them through, does the damage, and very nearly takes down Pronax, but can't find the kill at the end. So it's going to be now 8-2 here. There's really no chance for Dignitas to do anything. In fact, running over this AK might just be the best thing.
Yeah, it's the only choice they have, really. Top player.
Top player, top choice. That's become like a thing like that everyone can just remember, right?
Seems like it, yeah.
It's so funny. I love it. I'm wondering what Dignitas are thinking right now, because they've been trying like a bunch of different things, but the one thing they haven't done, which you sort of were talking about, is the boost where you boost up right here and then run all the way down and maybe go for an aggressive peak. Because they go a lot middle. They've been going aggressive over here a couple of times. They've been aggressive over long. So mid-aggression, is that like the last thing that's left for them? It kind of feels like it.
Definitely, Anders. Putting a smoke a bit more aggressive up in the middle would allow them to sneak in the lower holes.
Oh yeah, so like down here?
Yeah, even further down to the left there, into the dark holes. And maybe put a few guys on long and just leave Catwalk open. That could work as well, and go for a classic retake play.
See if they are going to do it. They are suddenly moving up short this time, but how far are they going to go? Counter flashing coming out quickly, and Fnatic just not stopping. This is actually like Fnatic is playing a little bit like Virtus.pro play right now. Great headshot from Snyder, going to take down Sivnix as well. This is a disastrous start for Dignitas, but a really nice one for Fnatic. Fetish going to come in with the pistol here, trying to see if he can secure a kill. AC's taken down 1, so maybe a little bit of a slowdown, and JW is trapped in kind of an awful position. Flusher is down.
Looking at the minimap, we see that Fnatic here, they're already inside bomb spot B with the bomb. And only Dupree is there, and he's probably not even aware of it yet. Any second he will be, though.
Yeah, now the flashbang comes in. You can hear the bomb going down. But, and actually, yeah, I was going to say they had to be careful in the middle, but now all of Fnatic are going to run in. And already Dupree rushes in, going to go down to Pronax, back to a 2-on-2. AC goes down to JW, and Fetish with the kill. Now it's a 1-on-1. Pronax has been spotted already, so Fetish is going to go all in. Throws in the grenade. He has to win this round. This is hugely important for the Danish team. And this duel, look at Pronax buying time, gets the kill, survives with 4 HP. There's no accounting for that, is there?
Yeah, he was playing like a lurker there, just stalling time, and also waiting for Fetish here to lose his recall for a brief moment. And when that happened, when he heard him misses his shot, he just went down and hoped for a fairly straightforward shot, leaving him with 4 health. Though, so obviously a lot of luck for Pronax and Fnatic there.
Yeah, but I mean, whatever it is, it's certainly working. They're 7 rounds ahead, and it's only the first half of the game here, so looking quite strong. In Dignitas, they have to eco once more. So, but this kind of push, what we saw Flusher, because it started out with Flusher running all the way up here very aggressively, and that's, you know, how often do you see that sort of stuff happen?
In the stage where Fnatic are right now in this kind of game, what they just need to do at this point, knowing that they have no chance again to get into the playoffs, is just to find the passion and, you know, the excitement of the game. And being in game leader at that point, you just probably tell you guys to play it, as we addressed earlier, kind of a simple game style, giving a lot of freedom to people like Flusha, Snyder, entry fraggers, and that has been working out really good here. But I'm also quite concerned going into late game, if they stick into these kind of like early pushes. It's quite easy to react to that, being CTs here. Sneaky peeky here from Device, by the way. Yeah, so let's say next round, if I were the in-game leader of Dignitas, I would just like stand ready with the rifle in an aggressive position and take out the Fnatic players.
We'll see if they are going to be able to do that. I mean, they do need to make some sort of adjustment on Dignitas' side, otherwise this could be really scary. Device, he's got the double kill and he's trying to run away with the Asimov skin. Sometimes I wake up and I fear that I'm never going to get this Asimov skin. It's so cool, and I don't have one. I'm very jealous.
Just buy it. if you really want it.
With all the eSports dollars.
Yeah.
Device looks like...
try your luck at CSGO Lounge.
Maybe, just maybe. I'm hoping someone's going to bet against me. Although it's a point of principle, I don't like betting on matches that I'm casting because I'll be like really emotionally attached to it. Like, no, Dignitas.
My skin.
All right, we're into the 13th round here, and currently, as you can say by the scoreboard, it's an 8-round lead coming out for Fnatic. Device waiting for it, actually gets the shot while flash. Well done, and a double kill comes in. Flusher and Pronax are gone, and this is the kind of start that Dignitas needed. Grenade into lower dark does exactly 50 damage to Devil Walk, so it's looking pretty good. AC going to take one down, and this time it works for the Danish team.
Yeah, what Fnatic tried to do was a long fake, because you see the bomb carry here. He was ready to go towards bomb spot B. I think that was Devil Walk and JW. But instead, of course, when the teammates started to fall, is no reason for the Dignitas player to stay in bombs, to not stay in bomb spot B. So now they're doing something in between here. Just trying to, find some frags, find some openings, but it's gonna be tough for them. JW, he doesn't even have the bomb here. But any weapon he can get out from the Dignitas player is going to be really important.
And look at this Rambo play coming out, jumping down, could have very easily got the kill on Dupree then. So actually that's kind of nice. And I mean, if you go by the scoreboard, you're absolutely right. 2 players from the Danish side have to rebuy their rifles. If it had been a third, I mean, it's already... I think Dignitas need to make this 10-5. I think if Fnatic win too many more rounds after this, it's going to be very tough to come back from.
Yeah, and if Fnatic wins this round, they more or less automatically gonna get the 15th round, considering the money situation. If everything goes as it normally does in anti-eco versus ecos.
Yeah. The Device at least has the AWP. That did prove pretty important. Now they're going to be rushing out the middle really quickly here. Dupree and AC, and Dupree, they get some good kills in, but it's not over yet. Flusher and JW still alive. JW nearly going down, and he will be dropped by Fetish. So now it's all on Flusher here. He's a bit of an expert in these 1-on-X situations, and it goes very aggressive. The bomb is dropped down there. Going to be following up with a grenade, but it doesn't do that much damage. He's not afraid. He's actually playing like he's just in a 1-on-1 against, Silver League players, but still, he goes down. But I think actually the mentality is still important. Like, the lack of fear is what you need if you even want to try and win a round like that.
No, totally. And perhaps some miscalculations from my end here. I would expect Fnatic to be able to afford this round, Anders, but now we're seeing some auto pistols combined with Galil and AKs. So yeah, maybe the 5th round you were talking about earlier, Anders, is actually going to be reality in a brief moment here, making this game very interesting moving into the second half.
Yeah. Oh. That's an opening from Fetish if I've seen one. The bomb down. Fetish picks up a second headshot. Very nicely done. Schneider going to go down. Grenade to follow does a little bit of damage onto Flusher, but this is now a big problem for Fnatic. They need a return kill and right quick as well. AC going to be taking down Flusher here, so now it's just gone from bad to worse. Dupree shooting through the box to take down JW. And this last round was kind of brutal for Fnatic, wasn't it?
Yeah, they played a bit like the chickens on Inferno, I would say. Just ran around like crazy and had no game plan whatsoever. But yeah, 10 rounds. Playable, 5 rounds also playable. Yeah, it's going to be an exciting pistol round here coming up between Dignitas and Fnatic.
It's very even, isn't it? That, I mean, yeah, it could go either way depending on who wins the pistol round. But even without the pistol round, even if Fnatic lose this pistol round, they can still win 6, rounds on the CT side.
Well, it's easy put. It's worse for Dignitas to lose the pistol round than Fnatic. Obviously, Fnatic they still have the 10 rounds in their backpack, whereas Dignitas they are 5 rounds behind now.
Yeah. But obviously, we need to just get into the second half. Just a little bit of a mess up there. I think it changed the map halfway through. That happens.
Maybe E-bot or something like that.
E-bot. Evil. But do you think E-bot is like actually for evil? Because it seems to be sometimes a little bit questionable.
I missed out on that, but yeah, perhaps.
All right. So so apparently it's 15-5 in favor of TG for the Virtus.pro TG match. Yeah. So looking pretty good here for Global still. In spite of all the issues that they're soldiering on.
Right.
When
we left off that game, it was 7-2, I think. So.
Yeah, that's true. So, Khan, back in the day when you were playing, was there any DDoSing issues, or was it mainly Navi kicking other people's computers and stuff like that? That was a problem.
You're talking about the Get Right incidents. Yeah, no. I think in the latter years I played maybe 2012. It started. God knows why. Maybe I don't know, the internet has been working the same way. That's the problem here, the way internet functions. Obviously, I'm sitting here with an expired Cisco certificate, but it has to be open. You can always ping servers and all that, and that's why we're having this. But I do think there are some kind of sophisticated solutions that teams should work towards, such as VPNs, staying away from adding, you know, hot girl underscore 18 on Skype or whatever, so they can get their IPs. Don't try that at home, kids, by the way.
Look, but yeah, so, I mean, I bet it happens to you. It happens to me a lot. Actually, not a lot, but it happens every once in a while.
Hot girl underscore.
Yeah, that
18.
someone adds me.
Yeah.
And I consider myself to be like, you know, like a reasonable person. But whenever someone who has like a female avatar adds me, there's always like a brief moment in my mind where I'm thinking, oh, who's this?
It's like going into your spam box or on your emails. Like,
it's embarrassing. I can't help myself. It's very sad, actually.
Right.
But that's how it goes.
But yeah, of course it's sad, but I think we're going to get through it. But the last month has been quite of a turmoil, I would say, with these DDoS. I don't know really why it's been a surge of them.
I just
maybe
think
CSGO Lounge. People don't like to lose their skins. / money, / honey. I don't know.
that's a theory. Certainly, I really don't know. I think we will get through it, and I think educating the players on how to protect themselves is a big part of it. So we'll, you know, hopefully we can just slowly upgrade everything. I mean, I know in Dota 2 they had a lot of trouble with it, and now it seems to have been like better and better and better.
Right.
So there is a solution out there. I have no doubt about that.
And also, obviously, not any shots fired. But I think not Steam, but Valve here with CSGO, they can probably improve their facilities and services a little bit more than they do right now. Because I do think you can search for servers and whatnot on some web services. If you have a play name, you can always find the server he plays at, and then you know, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, becomes a little bit complicated.
Right, but I think they've done some improvements, and I think
they have done some.
Yeah.
More.
It's not like we're going to give up, Anders. We're still going to run these online tournaments. So.
Of course. Never surrender kind of thing.
Kind of.
We're in the UK after all, so, you know, you gotta stay alive and fight. Fight them on the beaches.
Not like the Frenchies, you mean? Or or the Danes, for that sake. I mean, Sweden was a bit better.
It's true. We did crumble rather quickly during that Second World War. Yeah. But then again, we have like 5 million people. What are we going to do? Or maybe even like 4.5 million. Can't fight any wars.
But you apparently quite successful in Counter-Strike, historically.
Oh, yeah.
MTW and now Dignitas, they have been showing great form recently.
There's been
Copenhagen Games, 2nd place or 3rd place?
Yeah.
3rd place, maybe.
And last year at Copenhagen Games, it was Western Wolves finishing 2nd against NIP. There's been some good Counter-Strike teams. Actually, it's really weird. Before I even ever thought about casting anything, I was watching, it must have been 2010 or 11. It was Sintel Extreme Masters in Germany, I think. And Roskilde the Ravens, do you know the Danish team? Yeah.
Freeze was playing in that team.
Freeze was playing in that team, and a guy called ZEC was playing. And
his name is Balgit Lal.
Balgit, yeah. And the weird thing is, I went to school with him. He's 1 year below me. And I never knew that he was playing Counter-Strike at that level, so I was just randomly watching the tournament and you were
seeing him and DDoSing him pretty much.
And exactly. But you know, they said like, oh, you know, see, and they actually did really well that time. I think they finished like 3rd or something.
We played them. I think 2010. Yeah. We played them in the semis, I think.
Yeah. They did really well.
Yeah, until that.
Until that. But I was just watching and I was just enjoying it. And then there was like a shot of the players, and I saw him and I said, "That's Balgit. I know who this guy is." Yeah, that was very fun. So, but that was way before I was.
Yeah, but considering the size of your population, Danish Counter-Strike has really been great, though. Yeah, a lot of great names and players.
Well, you know, talk about population though, but Sweden is maybe twice the size population-wise of Denmark, but. Compared to, let's say, Germany or someone else, it should still be. There still shouldn't be that many good Swedish or Danish players. It's true.
I guess, but cold winters, great infrastructure, and a bunch of other things contributes to people sitting home and playing video games rather than, you know, spending time in the sun or.
It's crazy. I mean, Sweden is really a crazy country when it comes to. And sorry we're talking here, guys, but we're obviously waiting for the second half to start. It's a very exciting game, but you know, we'll break into it once we actually get back.
You're not missing any action besides the TG and Virtus.pro game, which was 15-2 or 15-5 last time we heard.
Yeah. 15-5 is what we're looking at, and now they're having some more issues. But Sweden is the only country I ever go to where people meet me in the metro, or just at McDonald's or somewhere else where I'm like just hanging out outside of the games, and people come up and say, "You're Anders from
that's
from
great.
Nip TV."
So that doesn't happen in Denmark.
Nope, doesn't happen in Denmark. Doesn't happen anywhere else. It's very interesting. But
you have spent a lot of time recently, though. To be fair, in Sweden.
I have spent a fair bit of time.
How's
in
that
Stockholm.
been?
I really like Stockholm as a city, and maybe it's also because I spent a lot of time there. But it's really starting to feel like second home, and I'm learning more and more. I'm sort of getting to know more and more people, and I really enjoy coming back and meeting them and just hanging out. So
it's a cool city.
Yeah, it's really growing on me. It really is.
Same here actually. Until I was like 25, 26, when I went there like properly tourism-ish in the summer. Just found out that this is an amazing city. Before I was always like looking at Stockholm as somewhat of a bigger brother to my city, and the people from there was always rude, I thought, and all that. And maybe some kind of rivalry. I was always playing for Stockholm team, basically. I never had teammates from Stockholm because they were like NIP, SK, whereas I played from a bit more, not underground, but from the countryside, if you put it that way. But yeah, Stockholm is a great city. So is Copenhagen. It's a really great city.
Yeah. But actually, I live like 20 kilometers away from Copenhagen and get there in like 30 minutes by train, but I actually feel more at home in Stockholm for some reason. I can't exactly explain why.
Maybe it's these people rocking up on the underground just telling you Anders, you feel very warm inside, right?
That could be it. But actually, the weird thing is, because when you do streaming like this, you get very addicted to looking at numbers. I bet it's the same for you on a website or something. So you look at like the traffic and you try and figure out like where do people come from? Do they watch on like an iPhone or an iPad or something else like that? It's very fun actually. And I look at the numbers for the stream that I normally do. And actually, the weird thing is, our #1 audience, geographically speaking, is Swedish. And then in second place is the US. But if you think about the disconnect between that, it's 11 million people in Sweden and 300 million in the US. So there should be a different distribution, but it says a lot about how much into eSports Sweden it
Even
really
though
is.
I wouldn't, considering you're normally streaming or always streaming on European hours, I'm quite amazed to find Americans on that. And also making me quite concerned about the lack of pro CSGO teams they have over there. If you have a bunch of people watching the game, can't some of them just turn amazing, and can some of them turn united, finding themselves in a team? I mean, we have some teams from the States, but
there are up-and-coming teams.
There are up-and-coming teams.
Just look at Manajuma, for instance. Oh, Shroud. Oh, Shroud. All right, we've got to go into this second half here, and already it's actually looking pretty good for Team Dignitas here with a good start. Apparently, did we miss this start on...
It seems like it.
Fair enough. So a little bit of a glitch there, but we'll do by. It's just a pistol round, which obviously Dignitas won, and they've won the last, next 2 rounds. So now they're at 3-0. But the really interesting thing is that Fnatic aren't doing too well here in the 4th round. So that means it's going to be eco probably for them. And that is that's scary here. We're looking at 8 rounds for Dignitas in total, and they're about to take a 9th. So
that's right.
They're very nearly equalizing.
Don't let the scoreboard fool you now, guys. The score is 10-9 at this point, so it's pretty much as close as it can get. Forcing Fnatic into an eco round here, unless they're opting to go for a buy with the average of 3,200 something dollars they have. Eco it is, Anders, and we're gonna see most likely.
Eco is the Eco Cobra. Does that term mean anything to you?
Yes. Kind of like throws me back to a flashback like 10 years back or something like that. Was a lot of back in that sentence. But yes, it doesn't mean anything, but I can remember that kind of term. Have you heard about Grims? If you're Grimsing?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
That was somebody told me that was like a very, very old term that someone like maybe Heaton would have brought up, so like...
I was actually a player in Sweden that had that name.
Oh, right.
He had a very passive game style.
Fair enough, fair enough. There it is, a kill coming in from Pronax. At least AC gets a good spray down, and it's a fairly good actually eco round from Fnatic. Taking down 2 players, that's within like, that's acceptable.
Totally.
Oh, and now look at this. I do love this. This is now Fnatic, because sometimes you see teams waste a lot of time before they start. They rate the commitment to the really big rifles, but Fnatic, they don't care. Like, all right, we got Delwalk with enough here with an auto sniper. We're going to pick one up. JW, obviously, with an AWP. So maybe the equipment is going to be enough here for Fnatic.
Yeah, they certainly have the stuff they need to win here, but obviously we have Dignitas on fire. Whereas Fnatic, they have dropped a little bit in performance here, and surely also kind of, atmosphere in the team when you're losing, it drops, right? Whereas the Dignitas play, they're really again on fire, and very keen here to go and win this.
Oh, that could have been a kill. A second one for Devilwalk. In fact, JW can't find a kill. Pronax, the only one defending. He goes down. And now the bomb side is lost here, and Fnatic, I would not be surprised if they actually just don't try and go for it.
No, the only thing they can do, in my opinion, here is to save. Might sound boring, but considering the fact they still have 3 weapons, including a sniper, in the hands of JW, and there are a few more rounds to come, obviously. I mean, the game is not lost by any means. I think the polls, again, we talked about different game styles, considering what kind of region you're from. The Poles, Navi, they would probably push here and go for this diffuse, whereas Scandinavians in general trying to play a bit more not casual, but cautious. And let's see if they're able to save all these 3 weapons, because if they do, we're going to see a weapon round here in round number 7 at the score 11-10 in favor of Dignitas.
Yeah, so the Danish team has actually overtaken Fnatic. And I'm wondering if, you know, the break that we had, the long break between the first and the second half, I mean, Fnatic, they were looking so good, so maybe they've cooled off a little bit. That's a real shame if that's what happened here. Fetish, the opening down the middle, and JW on the other side. But then the smoke sort of clears up. Can he actually get this shot? He can maybe just look over, but not going to get it so far.
Oh, look at that. They're going to boost. Oh, they're not. Sorry. I was so excited for a moment there. It reminded me of a Titan boost. But no, aggression from Fnatic here now. They know it's going to be bomb spot A. So now it's all down to the rotation here, but the Dignitas player already there. I think only one Fnatic player, Flush, is defending A.
Yeah, it's a lot of information here for Fnatic, but they need to move quickly. You can see Pronax making his way around. He's going to catch anyone in the middle. He will spot Fetish and finally gets the kill. That's the bomb down as well. And that should actually be now Dignitas. They have a lot of... I mean, they're surrounded.
Yeah, but they have been surrounded, and that's what makes me quite frustrated here. Obviously happy because it's Fnatic that is actually able to come back from here. But why isn't Dignitas attacking faster, knowing that the bombs would be has like 3 or 4 Fnatic members protecting it?
Yeah, well, they seem to make it work anyway. Somehow Snyder and Pronax goes down, and now it's on Flusher here. 1 on 3. He's going to be walking into the middle, which is the right idea, but he's got to be careful. Right close to him is Device just waiting. And Device, he sees it coming and takes an easy headshot on him. So for the second half here, 7-0 that's just a lot here. What's that overall? That's 13?
12.
It's 12? Yeah, you're right. That's absurd.
Yeah, unfortunately we weren't able to get the pistol round here, but yeah, obviously Fnatic so far haven't been able to get a single round here as CTs. And they need to really start to mix things up here. Last time we saw them going aggressive in the dark halls, most would B. And what surprised me again, just to reiterate, that Dignitas didn't opt to attack bomb spot A at that point. But yeah, still it seemed to work out fine for them.
JW, not with an AWP, but instead with a C-set 75, it's a very different caliber weapon. And actually, are they checking AC? Yeah, they will check. So you're right. Not much of a chance. Good spray from Flusher. In fact, could have easily got a double kill. Then Schneider picks it up. So some good teamwork as well. Peeks again and takes nothing but headshots. Well played indeed. And it's going to be down to Sipnik's grenades raining in. He's not welcome here.
Yeah, Snyder went into somewhat of a frag highlight mode there. Because he actually took duels you normally wouldn't have taken, considering the bomb was dropped in CT base, and all they had to do essentially was to wait for the rotation. But yeah, he felt, no problem, I'm gonna shoot the heads of these Danes. Getting the first round to Fnatic in this half. So we have 11-12 now.
JW peeking against Sipnik's very dangerous, but none of them actually take any damage, so in that sense, it's going to be just a little bit of a glimpse at the other player waiting there. Oh, Dignitas, look at how they're grouping up in the middle. Are they going to go really fast here for a B push? Actually, the bomb's on this side, and AC gets the opening frag. Pronax has a lot of work ahead of him here. Looking up into the window, Sipnik takes another kill. Pronax, and there it is. JW also gets a kill with the AWP. Pronax isn't done yet. He's going to take down Dupree. Finally, he gets dropped, but that was way more than I thought Pronax could do.
But eventually his luck ran out.
But Flusher peeks in. He could have maybe taken that kill, and that would have been a great situation.
Not only maybe, he should have actually. But I think still Fnatic is going to get this round unless, Flusher misses completely.
Grenade comes out, and it is Flusher with a good double kill. That was a pretty sick retake. And, you know, you're talking about that aggressive style. Very aggressive. What? Oh, I was going to say, I thought he was...
No worries, Anders.
Oh, that was a panic moment. Like if your use key on your keyboard isn't working anymore. Has that ever happened in a professional game that you know of, that someone like wanted to defuse but couldn't because their keyboard didn't work?
No, but quite of a similar thing used to happen for the players that used the MS 3.0 mouse, the Microsoft 3.0, which was more or less the one and only mouse between like let's say 2001 or until 2005 or something like that. At the same time, people started to jump on the scroll. Yeah. But the scroll had some kind of glitch, and everybody that plays 1.6, if you jump and defuse, you're gonna lose the defuse, right? So that happened a lot.
And look at this. I mean, it's almost even difficult to even talk about. This is just Fetish opening up on long with 2 great kills, and then after that, Dignitas go into overdrive. They kill every single member of Fnatic without losing a single person. And the Swedish team, they have 2 players that can buy, but the rest really can't. So, I mean, what is the scoreline right now?
That would be 13-12. We had an equalizer there from Fnatic, but now it's, obviously looking very tricky for them. Being on an eco. Still, a match is winnable.
It's
not surprising to see that Snyder decided to buy there.
Maybe nearly killed the C-set 75 from Devil Walk then, but did Snyder really buy an M4?
Yeah, I think so, considering that round, how quick it went. So I don't think he saved that out. No, now it's going to be hard for him to save here. That was really stupid, in my opinion. But let's see, he could be a bit more... he could be a bit richer than his teammates.
Yeah.
Still, though, this is going to be the difference between having grenades and not having grenades, or maybe having a kit or not having a kit. So we're seeing Snyder right now. Yes, an armor, a few grenades, but yeah, no kit. Anyway, weapon round it is certainly.
Well, we'll see if it comes into play. I mean, he does have a few grenades, but he's already used one, so now he just has the HE left, no flashbangs or anything. And look at this push coming in towards the B bomb site. Very fast from Dignitas. They're not slowing down. Devilwalk can't see a thing and still gets a headshot. Pronax is going to go down, and the Danes, they're just not stopping.
Yeah. Quite disappointed to see that Pronax and Devilwalk weren't able to get more kills, considering the crossfire they had set up there. I think Devilwalk went a little bit too trigger happy. If he only waited a few more seconds, he would have gotten like 2 or 3 kills at least. But now he's seeing his teammates saving here. Snyder on 3 health. And yeah, JW also just close to him, saving the AK he picked up.
This is match and map point for Team Dignitas. It's going to be the 15th round for them. So 15-12 is going to be the score right here. It's perfectly possible for Fnatic to win 3 rounds in a row, but if they just don't have a lot of money either, so it will be very tricky.
Right. Right now they have lost 3 rounds in a row, which should put them at around 2.8. And that is the players that haven't saved.
Yeah, you're right. Just around that area. So it's FAMAS's at best. That's what we're looking for here. See if they can hold on to it. But the style from Dignitas is very much not like we normally see, because Dignitas can be like a slightly slow team on the terrorist side. It seems like they're just like, yeah, they're changing it up, and Fnatic aren't maybe you know, adapting too well to the pace that's being set here. All right.
Now it's obviously all or nothing now from Fnatic, or for Fnatic rather. And I would like to see them, losing my voice there a bit, it's been a long day. They should go more aggressive than they're doing right now. If they're just going to wait, they're just going to wait for their defeat. What they need to do is to take initiative here, to gamble a bit. That's actually the word I'm seeking. Because without these grenades, without any grenades and not too many grenades, you know, really tough call.
There's at least an opening. JW taking down Sivnix, pushes up, but Fetish is there with the instant return. Schneider down here, next in line. Fetish walks into it and crouches right under the shot. So now Pronax and Devilwalk 2-on-4, and maybe... Oh, actually, Devilwalk got that flick when he was blinded. That was very cool, but I'm not sure it's going to be enough here. Pronax has to get this kill at the very least, and he peeks in, does spot Device. It's now a 2-on-2. Flashbang off the wall is a very good idea, and Device can't see a thing. He goes down. And now it's on Fetish here, the in-game leader, 1-on-2, trying to see if he can win the game against Fnatic. The bomb is actually planted. Is it on the right side for him?
I'm not sure. I think they actually can defuse here. No. Hold that thought. He's in an excellent position. Now he's going to win this.
Falls down very
You would have hoped so, at least. And who are we to say that they didn't have the main sniper available? Fetish with 4 huge frags that round.
When he fell down then, I was a little bit worried that he was going to run entirely out of time.
Right.
But in spite of a really good first half from Fnatic, that just wasn't enough at the end then.
So final score 16-11, I think, in favor of Dignitas, of course.
Yeah, I think it was 12. I think maybe 12 for Fnatic. I'm not entirely sure.
Right.
We'll figure that out, guys. But that is it. That's Dignitas taking the victory, and the map is obviously over here on Dust too. So yeah, Fnatic, I mean, still adjusting to everything.
Back to basic.
Yeah. And you said, are you going to go and see them soon?
I'm actually jumping on a flight within like 6 hours. I'm not sure if I'm done here for today. I know we have one more.
One more game,
actually.
Oh,
Titan versus NIP. But yes, Anders, to answer your question, I'm going to go to the bootcamp tomorrow and just hang out with the guys for a few days. It's going to be exciting. Back to Sweden.
Make them feel good and motivate them and all that stuff.
All
right. Well, you're right, though, Khan. The next game is going to be NIP and Titan. So that's going to be a very sick game. Best of one coming up. So don't go anywhere. We'll be back after these messages.